Forest Lodge wasn't supposed to cause this much drama. But then again, nothing with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry ever happens quietly. See, this isn't just about a house in Windsor Great Park. It's not even about design, history, or moving trucks. This is about power, image, and who gets to win in the silent fight for royal status. And sadly for Meghan, it looks like Catherine just walked away with the big prize, both literally and in meaning. Let's go back a little. Forest Lodge is huge. We're talking lakes, tennis courts, giant rose gardens, 8 bedrooms, and enough privacy to make any Hollywood star jealous. But here's the twist. William and Catherine aren't just moving in. They're paying for the whole place with their own money. No taxpayer funds, no royal allowance, no Netflix money, just real cash from their own royal wallets. And apparently, that fact alone made Meghan freak out. Why? Because Forest Lodge wasn't just any house to her. Years ago, when she and Harry were still half-royal favorites, Meghan reportedly had her eyes on it. She and Harry even visited it, probably imagining themselves sipping organic tea on the back patio while planning their next media move. She saw it as her dream home, the real I made it property. So, imagine the sting when she found out Catherine is the one who gets to call it home now. And don't think this was a quiet sting. Insiders say Meghan's reaction was far from calm. Supposedly, she's been obsessing over every single detail. Square footage, furniture upgrades, even the fireplace changes William and Catherine asked for. The word bitter doesn't even cover it. It's like Forest Lodge became this giant mirror showing Meghan everything she feels she lost. And Harry, he's reportedly not helping. According to sources, he's acting like a full-time complainer, walking around Montecito saying things like, "It should have been us, and they always get everything." He's said to be keeping a mental scoreboard of who's winning what. Catherine gets a mansion, Meghan gets Instagram pasta videos, William gets public love, Harry gets, well, another Netflix project no one really asked for. What makes this even harsher is the difference. Catherine isn't showing off anything. No interviews, no sly podcast comments, no sad documentaries. She's just doing what royals are supposed to do. Quietly living, gracefully fixing up, and not making a fuss, which in royal language is basically a mic drop. But Meghan allegedly isn't letting this go. Reports say she's been planning new content that connects back to Forest Lodge. Think titles like The Royal Home That Got Away, or How I Almost Became the Queen of Windsor. She's supposedly pitching Netflix miniseries ideas about heartbreak over houses. It's like the house has become her personal white whale. Meanwhile, William and Catherine are moving in without the PR circus. No headlines about tantrums, no secret drama leaks, just quiet elegance and a new coat of paint. And the public, they love it. Catherine's approval ratings are climbing, while Meghan's TikTok fans are busy fighting with royal experts in comment sections. It's a whole vibe, and not the one Meghan wanted. What really hurts, though, is that this wasn't even a direct fight. Catherine didn't steal anything. She didn't throw shade. She just made a move that perfectly fits everything Meghan's been chasing. Status, elegance, and a story the public adores. And that, more than anything else, is fueling the reported meltdown. Forest Lodge isn't just bricks and ivy. It's a message, a quiet, giant flex by the Wales family that's apparently become Meghan's worst nightmare. According to insiders, the moment photos of the estate came out, Meghan started spiraling. Not because she misses England, not because she wants to return to the firm, but because someone else got what she supposedly thought was hers. And worse, Catherine made it look effortless. Behind the scenes, Meghan's reportedly comparing every inch of Forest Lodge to her Montecito mansion. And not just casually, sources say it's become a full-on obsession. How many acres? How many bathrooms? Is Catherine getting custom curtains or just fancy restoration hardware? Every update from Windsor apparently sends Meghan further into royal jealousy. She's reportedly muttering under her breath about symmetry, prestige, and who really deserves a bigger kitchen island? The real sting, Forest Lodge came with zero drama. William and Catherine didn't need to beg for permission, plead with the press, or prove they earned it. They just bought it, paid for it, moved in. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry once spent $2.5 million fixing up Frogmore Cottage, a house that wasn't even close in size, and the press attacked them for weeks. Now, they're watching William and Catherine buy a $16 million property with applause echoing from all over the UK. It's not even about the money now, it's about how people see it. Meghan reportedly can't handle the fact that Catherine is being praised for the exact kind of lifestyle move she once tried to make. Forest Lodge is being called tasteful, classic, and quietly royal. Montecito, on the other hand, has turned into more of a joke than a palace, especially since Netflix hasn't exactly made it a blockbuster backdrop. And then there's Harry. If Meghan is the fire, he's the alarm going off non-stop. He's supposedly sulking in private, upset with the headlines, and always replaying the what-ifs. What if they had stayed? What if they had played the game better? What if they had waited a little longer before quitting? Sources close to the couple say he brings up Forest Lodge more than Meghan does, always with the same energy. Anger dressed up as reflection. But here's where it gets weird. Meghan's reportedly turning that anger into new ideas. Supposedly, she's planning Netflix pitches about houses and competition. One idea is a documentary series about homes that shaped history, starting with the Sussexes' own housing story. Another idea is a funny comparison of palaces versus mansions. It's not meant as comedy. It's an attempt to flip the story to make Meghan the voice of modern royalty, while at the same time shading the traditional way. People close to Catherine, though, say she isn't paying attention. She's busy renovating, organizing, and picking out wallpaper. No tweets, no leaks, just quiet grace and new curtains. And somehow that silence has been louder than any interview Meghan's ever done. Reportedly, that difference is what's driving Meghan mad. Catherine's not trying to compete. She's not showing off. She's not even responding. But by doing nothing, she's winning. Meghan reportedly can't figure out how someone doing less gets more praise. And when the public sees Catherine walking around Forest Lodge with her kids and a cup of tea, it's game over in the image war. The house isn't the real issue. It's what it stands for: peace, stability, and a graceful rise that didn't need any drama. And in the fight of image versus impact, Catherine may have just landed the final blow without saying a word. Harry's been restless. According to one insider, not in the physical way, but in his head, replaying old talks, digging up past choices, and overthinking what went wrong. To him, Forest Lodge is more than a house. It's a painful reminder that he's not in the game anymore. While his brother is living in royal luxury with public approval, Harry's reportedly stuck across the ocean, telling his complaints to anyone who'll listen. What hurts even more is how quiet William and Catherine were. No press tours, no planned interviews, no PR tricks, just a quiet move into what's now being called their forever home. That phrase alone supposedly makes Meghan upset. Forever. That's the word she wanted tied to her and Harry's royal life. Instead, they got temporary. Frogmore was never the dream. It was the backup. Forest Lodge, that was supposed to be the prize. Now, it's being celebrated as a brilliant move of royal progress. The Wales family isn't just moving in, they're moving forward. And all of it without making controversy. The upgrade's elegant, the payment private, the headlines glowing. One writer even said Catherine walking through the gardens looked like the picture of modern monarchy. And that alone supposedly sent Meghan into full rage. Because for years, she tried to be that picture only to be cast as the bad guy in someone else's fairy tale. And she's not letting go. Behind closed doors, Meghan's reportedly planning a comeback. One idea is reclaiming her story through a docu-series on reinvention. Another is using her home as the cooler California answer to Windsor. Marble countertops, perfect bookshelves, sunlight filling a casual but royal-style kitchen. If Catherine has Forest Lodge, Meghan wants her Montecito mansion to be the cooler California version, this time made for respect, not pity. The problem is the internet isn't buying it. Royal watchers and even old fans are starting to see the pattern. Every time Catherine thrives, Meghan answers with noise. Every move becomes a fight in the headlines, and Forest Lodge is the newest battleground. But it's one Meghan reportedly can't win because no amount of house envy whispered. Comparisons or Netflix ideas can change the harsh truth. The house is taken and so is the story. And it's not just Meghan feeling the sting. Harry, too, is reportedly mad about how smoothly his brother did it. A historic estate, public support, family unity, all without noise. While Harry keeps voicing his issues, William stays silent. That silence, smart and sharp, keeps the focus where it belongs. On progress, not problems. Reportedly, what's driving Meghan crazy isn't the size of Forest Lodge, it's what it means. Status, acceptance, the graceful climb. And watching Catherine wear that crown without even chasing it is supposedly unbearable. Meghan once dreamed of filming royal documentaries in halls. like those. Instead, she's filming lifestyle clips in a kitchen that feels like it's trying too hard. The difference is harsh, but the story doesn't really end with houses. It ends with how people see it. Meghan and Harry are still stuck in the public's court, trying to prove they're the relatable royals. But the more they talk, the more Catherine's silence echoes. That's the real win. Not just the keys to Forest Lodge, but the grace to let others tear themselves down while you simply decorate. Forest Lodge is no longer just a house. It's the scoreboard. And right now, it's showing very clearly. William and Catherine, stable, respected, thriving. Meghan and Harry, bitter, scrambling, stuck in a story they can't seem to escape. You can't build a fairy tale on jealousy, and that's a truth Forest Lodge makes impossible to ignore.